What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. Today we're taking a look at this brand new song, or I guess maybe if you want to be super technical about it, it is the debut of Loona YYXY, which is not the debut of Loona, of course, nor is it the debut of these girls, because we have seen like an official release from them previously, just not as an entire, well, a partial full group like this, or I should say not as the sub-units YYXY. Song's titled Love4Eva, and it's probably going to be a good song. It's probably going to be enjoyable. I think that's a pretty fair prediction for that I'm going to enjoy it. So we're going to find out for sure if I do enjoy it and what it is that I do like about it, as I do in all of my videos here, because I'm going to listen to this song to give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions on it, to let you guys know what I like about it, and if there is anything I don't like about it, what I don't like about it. So if you're interested in hearing more stuff like that as I cover other K-pop releases in the future, subscribe to the channel, because there's plenty more where this video came from. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. Hopefully I've got all of my audio stuff. That's all good. Okay. Did I say finally introducing Loona? Wow, this song is definitely a little upbeat. That's for sure. Damn. I like the little synth going on that's doing the thing back there, doing the thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's the thing. I like the synths in this bit. It's dope. I like this. I like this a lot more than some of their previous songs, or some of the more recent songs from that Loona's released. You know, the singles and all that. If you've watched my videos, you know that like their more recent music has been really good, of course, but just not as interesting as their other songs have been. But you know, like I said, just because I'm not like loving it to the same extent as earlier songs from like last year doesn't mean it's still not a good song. But that doesn't apply to this one. Because I like the fact that they have got a actual like pretty noticeable difference in like in vocal tones for this song, and it actually kind of adds another element to the song. Well, that was an interesting interlude bit. I like that. Or breakdown, whatever. I like this. This is a really fun song. I also enjoy, you know, like I said, I like the sound of that synth that was during that you hear during the verse. I also kind of enjoy the little bit of a Okay, there we go. Right. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was. I guess, what would I call it? The snare? I guess during certain portions of the song, like I think during like the verses mostly, or maybe it was the chorus. I don't remember specifically now. I'll have to go back and listen to it. But the like, you know, the snare thing that you would kind of, I guess that I would sort of consider to be, you know, like the sound of either snare drum or whatever in, you know, the whole percussion package of this song. I like the way that sounds too. It's a little like, how would I describe it? Loose, wet, something like that. It sounded cool. I liked it. It was a nice sound. But yeah, that was actually, I think that was one of the more, maybe not so much on the surface, but you know, you kind of like get past the fact that it's just like a, you know, super upbeat, you know, dance track and stuff like that. And you kind of like maybe get down a little bit into some of the finer details of this song. And it is actually, I think, maybe one of the more, you know, interesting songs that Loona's released in 2018. And that's definitely cool. Of course, I think that their debut, maybe it's going to come, maybe it's not, who knows, maybe they're just going to be releasing singles and subunits for the end of time once a month, and they're just going to take all my money. But, you know, that I'd be okay with that, to be honest. I would be perfectly okay with that, sort of. But getting back on track, the song is definitely something that, you know, is more interesting, at least for the first listen. You know, maybe the other songs were, you know, have like equal points of interest and stuff like that. But, you know, this one, just like they kind of come out a little bit more. The main thing, number one thing, is just that the variety of girls, I suppose, in this song, or the members, we'll say it like that, because that sounds a little bit better, I think. Their different vocal tones are really good, and they kind of complement each other pretty well. So of course you got the harmonizing, but at the same time you've also got, you know, at least, you know, which I'm not familiar with all their names and their faces and stuff like that just yet. So forgive me, especially since these girls are the newer ones, so I haven't seen them too much. But they're, you know, they kind of change, especially when I'm listening to foreign music, because I can't like actually understand what they're saying. You know, I kind of treat the vocals a little bit as just like another part of the music track, as like another instrument that's being played in the song. So, you know, it adds their own sort of, you know, vibe to the sound. And, you know, going, you know, having like a higher pitched, more, you know, airy, I guess, tone and sound to something that's a lower pitched, more, you know, full, I suppose, you kind of sounding vocals is definitely a really good, that's a really significant range of, you know, vocal tone that you can get. And it actually does, you know, change up the vibe of the song a little bit, especially when they actually, you know, include you know, one sort of vocal tone, but then they also change up the sound of the music track as well to kind of, you know, either match or complement or even contrast that as well. Which I don't know, I don't remember specifically which one of those examples was like what they actually did, but the vocal tones in the song definitely really something that is very enjoyable, and the variety adds a little bit more depth to the song than you normally would get out of, you know, the vocal tracks of any other K-pop group's music. Because I do actually, you know, now that I've actually heard this and I've actually kind of like thought through this a little bit, it's like it is actually very frequent that, you know, maybe the members of groups actually do have like their own distinct voices, especially girl groups, but, you know, maybe through the production and the mastering, you know, the finalizing of the production of the song, that they just kind of like kill all of the originality and the distinctive elements and tones of their vocals, or maybe they're instructed to sing in a way that they all sound the same. Where most groups like sound very similar. You don't get a whole lot of differentiation in the way that their voices sound. Of course, it's different for the boy groups for some reason. You know, like I think like there's many more distinct vocalists in boy groups that I can actually pick out than there are in girl groups, and I don't exactly know why that is. But like I said, I think it's kind of down to just the general atmosphere that, you know, the producers and the people who are kind of, you know, putting together these songs are telling the the members of these groups to kind of sing. So I think it's cool that this group specifically has kind of gone for a different approach, I guess, where there are actually like one or two members who you can like actually distinctly tell who they are, and they're singing because they haven't been, you know, they're not singing in a way that is completely homogenous with everyone else in the group. So that's really like the main point that I've just rambled on about. And I don't think if that was a particularly coherent sort of, you know, explanation, but I think maybe we'll get down a little bit more in detail and kind of organize my thoughts a little bit better in a review video. I think that sounds like a good idea. But I'm not going to make any promises, because every time I promise and I say that I'm going to, then I don't. And then that's kind of shitty. I don't want to promise and then not do something. So that's what I've got. Like the music track, definitely very, you know, cool and fun. There's some very interesting sounds to some of the instruments in the music track that I enjoyed quite a lot. And like I just kind of talked about for the last, you know, 5, 6 whatever million minutes, the vocals are also really, really good. So that's what I got to say about this song. I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know down in the comment box below, whatever it is that you've got to say, whether you like this song or you hated this song. All of it's perfectly fine to share, because I'm trying to build a community that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are, of course. So if you want to join that community, click the subscribe button down below. And while you're down there, click on the bell icon to turn on notifications if you're the notification kind of person. You know, if you're not, that's cool too, I guess. So that's it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.